Hello ladies, it's Beth from Be Styled and it's time for Tipsy Tuesday. Welcome, how are you ladies? I have something fun for you today. I'm going to go through my Tipsy 10. I have 10, I think it's 10 totally random things that I'm currently loving and I wanted to share with you. Things from my home, things beauty related, a book, and accessories, and everything in between, and some clothes too. So without further ado, let's get started. There's a link if you want to check links. There should be a link somewhere here that'll take you to all the links. But or if you need a link, just message me or post it below, and I will get it for you. Okay. Otherwise, here we go. Number one is a book. I've been reading this book on and off for a while. I pick it up occasionally in the morning, and I wanted to share it because it's really good. It's called The Good Life, and it is lessons from the world's longest scientific study of happiness. It is, in a nutshell, it's by a couple Harvard PhDs, doctors, and it's based on a study that goes back to 1938. Started in Boston at Harvard in 1938, where they studied the lives of, it started out with 700 odd people back in the, around World War II time frame. Started in 1938 and goes on, and it's still running now, where they are still following these people. A lot of them have passed away, and they're still studying their 1,300 of their offspring and their offspring, and they go to them every, I don't know how often, annually maybe, or a couple times a year, or every couple years, and they interview them. And it's a scientific study, and this book is based on the findings of, and the overall, message is not a surprise to anyone, but it's so interesting to follow these people's lives and learn how, at the end of the day, ladies, it's all about connection and relationships. That is the predictor of happiness. It's a major impact on health, wellness, and just longevity, all that. So again, it's called The Good Life. Check it out. Okay? Has anyone read it? I'd be curious if anyone else has read it. I think it's a pretty popular book. That was number one, a book. Number two, jumping around, is a face cream. Bill calls it my Pond's beauty cream. Remember Pond's? I wonder if Pond's is still around. Didn't everyone's mother slather on Pond's on their face? Maybe it's still really good for you. I don't know. This is not Pond's, and it's obviously a lot more expensive than Pond's. Maybe I should look at Pond's. It's called Laneige. If you're familiar with the little pink sleeping lip mask that's so popular that I love, this is the same people, and it's a sleeping face mask. I never am very good about masks, like putting them on and waiting around for half an hour and washing it off. I just never remember to do it, and so I'm not really religious about that. But this I have been doing every night because it's so easy, because you do your whole skincare routine. You even put your nighttime, moisturizer on. If you have really oily skin, look at the reviews, see if it's good for you. I don't know. I have kind of combination skin, and in this, sometimes it gets dry. Anyway, when I get in bed and I'm ready to fall asleep, I slather this stuff on. I don't slather it. I put a coating of this stuff on, and it just absorbs, and I sleep with it on, and in the morning you rinse it off, and I swear when I rinse it off, my skin feels so hydrated, soft, smoother. They say it brightens. It's got all kinds of good stuff in it. You can research it if you want. But the other thing I've read that it does is you put all that, if you put serums on and maybe tretinoin on, supposedly this helps to create a barrier and kind of lock that good stuff in as well. Don't quote me on that, but that's what they say, okay? Laneige. It's called the water sleeping mask. That's number two. What's number three? Number three, speaking of skincare and makeup and whatnot, is my little bag. Back in my old house up in Boxborough, I had a big bathroom. I had cabinets. I had a closet in my bathroom. I had drawers. The stuff could just multiply, and believe me, it did. Well, here in this cute little house, not the case. We do have a master bathroom, which is a huge win for Newport real estate. Trust me, we saw very few houses that had master baths, believe it or not. But anyway, this is a makeup bag, but what I like about it is it's compact, it's, you know, it's inexpensive. It's plastic, faux leather, whatever you want to call it. So I chose black. It comes in a lot of colors. I chose black just because they get so dirty otherwise. And it opens flat. So it zips on an angle and then it opens flat so that all your stuff can just fit right next to the sink. And you see it. It has a slot for my brushes, a slot for like products and bottles here, brushes here, products, bottles here, and then a little side pouch where I put mascara and pencils. Voila! And then when I'm done, I just zip it back up and I stick it in a basket under my sink. Okay? Makeup bag. And for traveling, then, you know, you already have it packed. You take it on the road with you too. Okay? Number 4 is inside my makeup bag. I've talked about this. I know not everyone wears foundation. I do. And I've been wearing this for years. I put it on over my sunscreen. I put sunscreen on first every day, 365 days a year. And I put this stuff under my eyes, the Supergoop eye, tinted eye. I put it under and on top of my eyes, or on my lids, all around my eyes. I use that kind of instead of a concealer. And I put this on, let it sink in, and then for my foundation, if I'm wearing, sometimes I just leave it at that and throw blush on. But if I'm wearing foundation, I'm a big believer in this stuff. You may know about it. A lot of people do. It's IT Cosmetics CC Cream. Can't read what it says. It's the CC Cream. And it does have SPF 50 in it. So I don't count on this as my SPF. I use sunscreen as well, but it certainly can't hurt to have that extra layer of protection. I just like it because it's it's pretty natural looking, but it definitely covers a world of sins, you know, and it just gives a nice even coverage to your face. So CC Cream, anti-aging, and it has hydrating serum in it, color correcting, full coverage cream. CC Cream. I apply it with a brush. Sometimes I just smear it on with my hands, but somebody told me it's better I just put in a little bit of this, goes a long way. One little pump, maybe 1.5, and then I just apply it. I'm not going to show you how because I'm not an expert, but you can find somebody on the internet to show you how. That was number 3. No, that was number 4. Number 5, moving to clothing. This is a find. If you didn't know, one of the trends for fall, which cracks me up that this is a trend, is the color red. Shocking! Red, imagine. Red must be like the oldest color in the world. Like that's probably the first real color that anyone ever identified, right? Red, you know, someone cut themselves and saw blood and were like, wow, let's call that red. I don't know. Anyway, I love red. Red or like a pinky coral red was Mary's favorite color. And I love all shades of red and pink. But this fall, you're going to see a lot of true red. Red. What do you call this? True red. It is a kind of a blue red, I guess you'd call it. Anyway, this is a dress that my friend Elise found. She got it in blue, which I would normally get blue because that's just what I do. But I wanted a red dress and the blue sold out. So anyway, it's not quite a maxi dress, but it's long. If you're petite, you might want to skip this because it, on me, comes to almost my ankles. Sorry petites. But one thing it looks great as it is because it does have a little bit of seaming here and gathering under the bust. And it has an open neckline, which I like. It has really cute sleeves. But when I tried it on, I loved it belted. So I'm wearing it. I have a party to go to later this month, so it'll be summery. So I'm wearing it belted with this belt, a straw belt. But in the fall, this dress is going to be great in the fall with booties, a jean jacket, and I wanted to show you an alternative belt, especially for you short-waisted ladies, where this belt, a belt as wide as this, if you have a short torso, can take up a lot of valuable real estate. Especially if you have a large chest and a short torso, this belt can just end up hitting right under the girls. And sometimes proportion-wise, it's not great, especially since it's such a light color. If it's a lot of contrast against what you're wearing, it can just throw off the proportions. If you're tall or you're long-waisted, a wide belt is fantastic, especially if you're long-waisted. Tall, you could be tall and short-waisted, right? But if you're long waisted, whether you're tall or not, a wider belt is better. But if you're short waisted, a narrower belt is going to be better. And I had these for years, and of course they still have them on Amazon. I pulled out the one I wanted. It comes with a set of 4. My set has like a saddle color, cognac color, brown, red, black, and this kind of taupe, light tan taupe, which I thought would be great in the fall with this dress belted. And by belting it, it brings it up a little bit. It's not quite as long. So if you're worried that it'd be too long on you, belting it is, brings it up by about that much. And this belt is just a stretchy number that just goes like so. So it's very it's simple. It's simple, but it does the job, and it's sleek and good looking. Okay. All this again is linked if you're interested, or just type below if you're looking for something and you don't see the link. Okay. Red. Who likes red? Red is kind of one of those divisive colors. A lot of people aren't red people. A lot of people don't love it. I do love it, and I have gotten out of the habit of wearing it, I have to say. I don't think it went out of style, but you weren't seeing a lot of red, in the stores for a while. And this fall, trust me, you're going to see a lot of red. So you don't have to go out and buy it. If you already own a lot of red, you're in good shape. You could just pull it out and start wearing it. Or if you don't, you might need to do some shopping if you are so inclined. Okay. Next is the difficult to find white summer t-shirt. And I found one that I actually really like. Is it completely opaque and as good as the Peach one that's no longer available? Peach, the store, the retailer that I love, that was so great. They had a thick slub knit white t-shirt that if I could get my hands on 100 of them, I would buy them and sell them because they were that good. But sadly, they are no longer in business. But fortunately, I still have that white t-shirt. But it's like a crew neck, and I wanted a V-neck, and I wanted something a little bit different. I wanted to take a, jump on this little subtle ruffle shoulder trend. So I found this, and it's got a nice V-neck, and it comes in a million colors. So if you don't want white, but the fabric has a little bit of a slub, like weave. It's not like completely flat cotton, but it's see-through. Like I would only wear a nude bra with it, but it's loose enough. I usually have to tuck it. It's not skin tight, so it's not, the see-through factor is not. I didn't find an issue with it. Worth a try if you're in the market for a sort of an elevated white tee. It's not your everyday, or it is. It could be your everyday white tee. It's a little different. Okay, that's it for clothes, I think. What do I have? Oh, now I'm going to talk about my bracelets. I was thinking about, what do I wear every day? What am I constantly wearing? And as far as bracelets go, these are them, ladies. Wear these pretty much every day. They're just so easy to throw on. They're always in a bowl on my dresser. And I have a silver version, and lately I've been wearing a lot of gold. I think gold looks so great with a tan. And here's a little tip. You'll notice I'm wearing this fabulous gray top. I'm seeing a lot of gray this fall, which again, gray was one of those classic colors that kind of went by the wayside the last couple of seasons. Well, I've seen a lot of gray jeans, and this gray top I just love. I love the collar. I love how it stands up. I'm wearing it very casually. I put it's actually a bodysuit tank under it. It is sheer. I would say you'd want to wear a camisole with it, or wear a jacket over it. Looks great with a jacket. It'd be great for work with a jacket, and this collar is just fabulous, and it's really nice material. It's an it's a really nice top. This is from the brand new Cabby fall line, so it's a fall top. And granted, it is summer here. It's steamy. We had a big rainstorm, and now it's muggy and steamy. So this is nice and cool, and I'm wearing it with white jeans. And I actually decided, usually you think of a gray top, think of silver, right? I love mixing gray with tans and golds, especially as we head into fall. Not yet, not for a while, but when we do, I love that look. And then with the white, it just gives it a great fresh look for summer, and the gold. So I love kind of the unexpectedness of gold and gray, and a little bit of brown, which is another hot color this fall, or just, this is just a brown belt or tan belt. And then I am wearing tan brown-ish sandals. But these bangles or these bracelets are from my girl Jamie at Flirty Finds. She always has them. They're sort of one of her standard offerings. I thought of them because I was at my son's bougie store in town that he works at, and they had them on the, at the counter as kind of like a last, one of those, impulse purchase items. So I was like, oh, those are my bracelets. Even the girls like, oh, we have those. We carry those bracelets. Well, needless to say, they were much less expensive at Flirty Finds, like a fraction. I mean, granted, it is downtown Newport. They got to pay their rent, but I was like, wow, I felt them, I held them, I looked at them. They are no different, and these are fantastic. So Jamie, if you're there, pipe in. She's flirtyfinds.com, and these are just the stackable gold ball bracelets, and they're no clasps. It comes as a set of, I don't know, I have multiple sets probably. This is probably what you get in one set. I think it's like $28, free shipping, free gift wrap. Great gift for the girl who has everything, silver or gold, I believe. Anyway, so gold bracelets. It's just a finishing touch. It doesn't have to be complicated, ladies. It's so easy to throw these on, and there's no excuse to say, "Oh, too busy to put on bracelets," or "I'm too rushed." No, it's not. That doesn't hold water, girls. Okay, just do it. It's good, and they don't make any noise. They don't get in the way. Gold bracelets. Okay, now we're going on a little field trip, because the next thing I have, if I can get my camera to work, is I want to show you some home finds that people ask me for links for all the time. So, or ask me, where I got them. These are pretty affordable finds for the most part. Couple rugs, and I want to start with my favorite blanket, which is kind of expensive for a blanket, but this blanket, I love it so much. It's one of the first things I bought, and it sort of became the inspiration for all my decor, like as far as my colors. These are my colors. They might not be your colors, and that's fine. You can see these are my colors. They're not everyone's colors. Some people are probably like, oh my gosh, put the sherbet ice cream away, or like turn off the lights, it's too bright. You got to find out what your colors are, both for your wardrobe and for your home. And a lot of times they overlap, but not necessarily. That's a whole nother talk. But in my case, they kind of do. I love these clear, bright, sort of preppy colors. I made everything else neutral. As you know, I worked with Pam from I Pick Color. I Pick Paint? I Pick Color. I Pick Paint, I think she is. And all my walls are white. And my floor, most of my rugs I'll show you are neutral sisal rugs, with one exception. And, or a couple, one main exception. But all my walls are white, so my splashes of color, and my furniture is mostly white and oatmeal cream. So my splashes of color are in this kind of family, mostly the blues and greens, and a teeny bit of little pinks. I had to throw that in as well. But this blanket, it's from, if you don't know the brand or the designer, it's Dash and Albert. What my rug in my guest room is from them too, is a great brand. And this is a quality throw, and we all fight over it. And it would look so good on my sun porch. I might have to get another one because I love it so much. But it helped me when I was picking colors for like throw pillows. I was like, oh, is it in my blanket? Okay. So that's that. Now I've got to pick up the phone and take you. Let's see, where are we going to go first? Tessie, the dogs are. We're going to talk rugs, okay? This is my family room rug, which I think I've probably talked about. How do I do this, ladies? How do I flip the camera? How do you flip the camera? I just tested it and it worked. There we go. Okay. Here we go. So this is in my family room. This rug is just a great blue and white rug. As you can see, it goes with my decor. It goes with my blues, and it was from I believe Wayfair. I think it's Wayfair. but I posted the link. Very affordable, and I actually have it upstairs in my husband's office as well. Then the other rug that I got everywhere, for the most part, is this sisal. That's just so simple, but especially for a beachy house, it just works, and it's great with dogs, and it's we're pretty tough on things, especially when my kids are home, and it is easy to clean, and it's just a great neutral backdrop for all my color. And then my other crazy find that I saw, some influencer posted it. I think it was Fashion Jackson, and I was like, oh, she likes it. It's got to be good. I love her. And it is from Target. It's my only fake tree. It's a ficus, which reminded me of Mary, because Mary loved ficus. Of course, hers were always real. But it's from Target. It's from that Studio McGee, I think it is, at Target. And at first I was like, oh, I don't know. But now that I see it in the spot, I do really like it. And it comes in the pot as is. And I just like the way it fills up that corner there. So the only other thing I have is out here, one other rug that I actually have on my front porch as well. This is the sun porch. Is this navy and white striped? It's washable rug that I have on my covered porch on the front, and I have it here on my side porch, which is kind of a work in progress, but it's getting there. I'll give you a little tour. This is the sleeping porch at the front of the house that had more sisal rugs. The floors need to be refinished, but I have one of my prints from Etsy. I told you how I love going on Etsy and finding artwork. Got my pineapple there, my Newport nautical sign. There's Mary and the dogs. And I could show you the front door, but I'm not going to. I'm going to save that for Pam, who is going to show you at some point, or show the after of the outside paint. But I'm going to wait for her to do that. I'm going to flip around. Oh, oh dear. Facebook changes the buttons on it's changed since, there we go. Oh, I pressed something. What did I do? We're going psychedelic. How do I make that go away? Oh, goodness. Cancel. View voice. Oh, my goodness. Look, I pressed a button, and now I have like weird stuff going on. All right, so that's my swan song. I don't know what I pressed. Oh, my goodness. Look at my lips. That's not really my lips. Anyway, ladies, that's what I have for you today. Any questions? Post below. Wow. I'm gonna try. Well, nope, that didn't do it. Oh my goodness, Facebook. Oh well. You probably left by now anyway. Thanks for being here, ladies.